All right, what's going on, fam? So you guys might hear a bit of an echo. I don't really have a lot of, high dollar equipment or external microphone to make the sound quality a lot better than what it is, but I'm working on that now. I promised you guys in the first video that I posted that I would post up other videos pertaining to my traffic stop that happened on December 9th of 2022. I didn't want to give you guys half of the story. So in this particular video, this is going to be a video that I went live on, and originally this video was posted on my Facebook. So I had to figure out how to get the video off Facebook and put it on my YouTube. So finally figured it out. I'm not gonna take too much of y'all time. Again, this is gonna be from my point of view, so you can see exactly what I said to the initiating officer that stopped me. His name was Officer Mark Cucci, and this is of the Fayetteville, Georgia Police Department. I want to be as transparent as I can, and don't want to tell you guys half the story, so that way you can, see what's going on from all angles. I do have the body cam footage and the dash cam footage from Officer Marcucci's point of view, and I also have the lieutenant's. I posted a smidget of that, but I have the whole entire body cam footage from him, which I'll be posting up later on as well. Now, I also have another officer's body camera footage that was out there on the scene. He was just called out there for backup. I'm gonna post his as well, so that you can kind of hear some of the things that he was saying. Is kind of irrelevant. He wasn't the one who stopped me, but overall it will paint a picture, to kind of, show the narrative of the entire story. So again, I'm gonna post this particular body camera footage, not the dash cam footage, but the body camera footage from the officer who initiated the actual stop. And yeah, I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time. Now the video quality may not be all of that good either, because it was done from my phone and I had it turned on myself, so y'all know the front view camera is not, doesn't really have that good of quality. But you will be able to make out everything that's said and everything that's going on. So here you go, check it out. Yes.
All right, can you step out the vehicle?
Why am I stepping out of the vehicle?
Again, I'm just giving you a lawful order. I have every right to ask you to step out the vehicle.
Okay, but you have to have a reason for it.
I don't. Mims versus Pennsylvania, I can give you a lawful order to exit the vehicle on a traffic stop.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you something to look up. 40-8-73.1 subsection 10. If you look that up, it'll tell you why I have the exemption.
Okay, I'm not worried about the exemption right now. I'm worried about me not being able to identify you, me not being able to see you, and me asking you to step out the vehicle and you're refusing to do that.
Well, that's not called obstruction if you're trying to go that route.
Okay, so what is it called, sir?
I just gave you why I have the exemption.
Okay, that's. I still have to identify who you are.
Well, I gave you my ID.
Okay, I cannot see you, sir.
There's no law that states I have to let my window down.
Say that again?
There's no law that states that I have to let my window down a certain amount.
Okay, but if you're being asked to step out the vehicle, you have to step out the vehicle.
All right. Is this under threat of arrest?
Huh?
Is this under threat of arrest?
I'm just asking you to step out the vehicle.
Well, if you're asking, then I'm just gonna refuse.
Okay.
So right now he's asking me to step out of the vehicle because I'm not letting my window down, and there's no law that states that I have to let my window down a certain distance. I already gave him my credentials and everything that he needs, and he's asking me to step out of the car. I'm asking him, why do I have to step out of the car? And he's not giving me a valid reason. He's telling me that he doesn't need a reason. And this is all for my tint.
Hey sir, can you roll down the window so I can see your face?
My window is rolled down.
I can't see your face. Just
You don't need to see my face.
Okay, well I need you to step out of the vehicle so we can talk to you, since you don't want to show your face.
The conversation's not going to change if I step outside of my vehicle.
It doesn't have to change.
Okay, hold on. Slow it down for a second, because I don't want y'all to escalate things to a point where it's...
escalating things, sir.
Okay, well, he said he pulled me over from my tent, right?
Okay.
I told him the exemption that I have, but he failed to look it up.
Okay, what's the exemption?
40-8-73.1 subsection 10.
What is it?
If he looks it up, then he can see what it is.
Can you just hold
on. I'm not obligated to help y'all with your investigation.
Okay, well, we need to step out of the vehicle so we can talk to you.
Is that under a threat of arrest?
No, it's not under threat of arrest.
Well, I'm not getting out.
Investigation.
Well, I don't have to help you with your investigation.
We have every right to pull you out of the car. It's not something we want to do with kids in the car.
Well, I asked him why, and he said he doesn't have to have a reason.
We don't. We can pull anybody out of the car on a traffic stop. We have every right and authorization to do so.
But why?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. I'm sitting over here pulled over.
It does not matter.
I'm in a detainment right now. He has to tell me why.
You are detained. That's correct.
For a window tint, right?
For your window tint.
I told him my exemption, and he said it doesn't matter. I need you to step out right now.
Okay, so what is it? Tell me the code.
I just told him.
Tell me one more time.
I told your partner.
What's that?
I told your partner. So
he's not my partner. He's my officer. I'm the lieutenant. What was the code section?
Okay, 40. I don't see you with a pen.
I got it. 40.
40-8.
-8.
-73.1.
73.1.
Subsection 10.
10.
All right. Appreciate it. Because this is for my safety. I'm not stepping outside of my vehicle.
Sir, you're probably going to end up stepping outside of the vehicle before we get out of here. Just so you know. And we would rather go that way.
Well, that sounds like a threat to me.
Than us having to pull you out. I'm just telling you.
Well, I'm just saying it sounds like a threat to me. I don't do well with threats. So in this situation, I was already recording from the beginning when I first got pulled over, but I just decided to go ahead and go live. I have given these guys everything that they've needed, and they still want me to step outside of the vehicle for whatever reason. I don't know. They're saying they don't have to have a reason for it. I gave them the law as far as why I have the exemption. If they need me to show proof for it, I may have to stop my phone and then go back and actually show them on my phone my actual license that I have for being a private investigator. But he's not understanding why I'm not stepping outside of my vehicle, and that's for my protection only. But I mean, now if he told me that under threat of arrest or that he felt like his life was in danger for some odd reason, then I probably would have stepped out of the vehicle. But don't just tell me to step out of the vehicle because it's convenient for you. It's not gonna work. And the lieutenant goes to tell me that before the traffic stop is over with, I'm gonna probably end up stepping out. All right, okay. No issues with my license, no insurance issues. I gave him all of that when he pulled me over. He didn't even ask for it. I asked him if he needed any type of credentials, and I gave him everything he needed.
Hey, sir.
Yep.
Do you have your ID for being a private detective?
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and pause my phone, and I'm gonna show it to you in my phone because I have a picture of my blue card.
You know, when this whole thing started.
Narrative.
We're hostile. Yeah. I mean,
You
won't let us see your
I just showed you my license that I have from the Georgia State Board of Private Detectives and Security Agencies. You said that it is as good as me showing you a picture of a license on my phone.
You don't have anything showing.
That's fine. Go ahead and write me a ticket.
I'm just asking.
No, I don't.
Okay, give me just a minute.
Yep, just go ahead and write me a ticket. I've been pulled over several times for my tint. So, like I said, when they first pulled me over, They didn't even ask me for any driving credentials. I asked them, hey, do you need any driving credentials? I was like, look, I got my license. I have my, I got my insurance. I got my registration. What do you need? Gave it to them. Then it escalated to, well, I need you to step out because I can't see your face. There is no law that states that I have to let my window down a certain amount. My window is let down about this much. They're upset because they can't see my face. All right. Now the lieutenant just got here and actually just saw my face. I told him the law of why I have the tint exemption. They went and looked it up, came back. I stopped my phone. Well, I don't know if it was still recording or not. They stopped my phone. I mean, I stopped my phone. I went in and showed them the license that I have. Hold on. The license that I have through the Georgia State Board of Private Detectives and Security Agencies. And he said that, what is this? Is this like a license? I said, no, it's not my license. Like, why in the world would I show you a picture in my phone of my driver's license and I just gave you a hard copy of my driver's license? Makes absolutely no sense. I've been pulled over by a captain at Alpharetta for this. I've been pulled over by who else have I been pulled over about my tint? Let me see, Alpharetta twice. Yeah, that was about it. Maybe APD. I told him go ahead and just write me the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit here and argue with nobody on the side of the street. Go ahead and give me a ticket so I can be on about my way. And just make sure you got your stuff ready for court. That's it. I like court. I like going to court and proving things like this wrong. You know what I'm saying? But see, this is what 6 months of training will get you. And you know, a lot of these police agencies, they only require you to have a high school diploma. Now, I don't know any one of these guys personally to know what they have as far as, you know, their education background. But it's like when you say no and you start invoking your rights, they have a problem with it. They're sworn to protect, you know, the oath under the Constitution, right? And even outside of the Constitution, when we just dealing with regular laws out here on the streets, like, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I mean, I did everything that I could do. No, they didn't pull me over for speeding. No, bro, they didn't pull me over for speeding. They pulled me over for my tint. So I have 5% tint all the way around, and my front windshield is tinted 20%. But I have an exemption to that tint because I'm a private investigator and I'm licensed through the state board of Georgia. And I actually printed out what I'm printing. Did you get that? I don't even know if I put it back. Yeah, did I? What did I do with that paper? So 40. Put that back over there. Yeah, 40 dash. I got it. 40-8-73.1 subsection 10 is the reason why I have that exemption. And I had to go and print these out. I haven't given it to him yet. And the guy was like, well, how come you didn't just say that? I don't volunteer no information. I don't help police officers with their investigation. All right. And I have it highlighted here. And these should be all the documents that I need in order to fight this thing in court. This is an actual printout of my license. I just told him that I didn't have a hard copy of it, but actually I do. And it's right there. I actually printed this thing out because I've gotten pulled over for my tint. So I have to ride around and keep this with me because I feel as though if you're going to pull me over for a tint violation, at least know the law in its entirety as far as what you can and can't do when you're riding out here on these streets. Right here, 10-8, 40-8-73.1 subsection 10. Now they back there huddled up thinking about what they gonna do. It's either give me a ticket or let's force him to get him out of his vehicle. I already told him I wasn't getting out. Paperwork don't lie. Now, if they try to get me out or they come back and say, hey, you know, we're going to have to arrest you, this, that, and the third, that'll be a secondary charge, okay? Again, there's no law that states that I have to get out of my vehicle. Now, he's saying that that's a lawful order, but at the same time, he's saying that they don't have to have a reason for you getting out of your vehicle. That's crap. Anytime you wake out of your bed, there's a reason for you waking up, getting out of your bed. It's just, you don't just do stuff just for no reason. Well, we don't have to have a reason, just step out. But I asked him the question, I said, well, since I'm stepping outside of my vehicle, do you feel as though your life is being threatened? He didn't answer the question. So they're back there huddled up right now. I just told him to give me the ticket. I don't care about a ticket. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. They're back there huddled up right now. I ain't trying to hide nothing. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That thing right there in the console. Listen, man. I'm not finna make all these adjustments and try to, you know. Nah, man. I'm gonna continue to drive how I drive under Georgia law, you know, that states, you know, what I can and cannot do. So look at that. They back there huddled up talking about it. Look like the lieutenant back there scratching his head. He don't know what to do. I mean, I didn't give them everything they wanted. Like I said, when they pulled me over, they didn't even ask me for an ID, registration, proof of insurance, none of that. I was like, hey, what credentials do you need? I gave him everything. And then it was, you know, he pulled me over and told me that the tint was dark. But I said, yeah, okay, all right, cool. You know, they're back there thinking about it right now. I don't know what they're conspiring. Now, are these going to be the good officers? Are these going to be the good officers? Or are they going to be tyrants? We're going to find out. He was like, look, man, I don't want to do this, man. You got kids in the car. No, man, you don't want to do this because I got kids in the car. Oh, man. So maybe this just will be a lesson learned for them, whether it be now out here on the streets or whether it be in the courtroom. Like I said, man, they got a legitimate reason for pulling me over. I ain't trying to say I shouldn't be pulled over. But at the point when I tell you, hey, or ask you, hey, man, what is it that you need from me? You know, and then it escalates to, well, I need you to let your window down. Listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. In any type of traffic stop, if y'all innocent or guilty, whatever the case may be, and an officer asks you to let your window down, now listen, I can't tell you what to do, but you do not have to let your window down all the way. All right. So I think he's getting ready to come back up here in a second. I don't know what they finna do. Maybe they're gonna come up with some obstruction charge. But see, you know, obstruction got to be a physical thing. So I don't know. They're probably running my name for possible warrants. Man, is this dude a fugitive? Like, what's going on? This dude. Let's see what he want to do.
Hey, sir, we'll have this wrapped up in a few minutes. All right?
He said they're gonna have it wrapped up in a few minutes. So I think the officer behind me is writing up a ticket. I don't know. Now, I mean, it's up to their discretion, you know, on whether they want to write a ticket or not, because they could just be like, all right, look, we looked the law up from what you told us. Then you turned around and showed us proof. I don't even think the dude even looked at it. Like, I showed this dude in my phone the license that I have with the state board. Jim, what's wrong? You all right? Oh, you all right? See, look, then they got my son over here, in tears because he's frustrated about what's going on. But Junior, look at me. I'm gonna tell you right now, everything cool, man. Stop. Wipe your face. Everything fine, all right? See, that's the thing also, man. When you get pulled over, you got to be in full control of what's going on in the situation. I wouldn't tell anybody to do anything outside of what they're supposed to do. I did everything I was supposed to be doing. At this point, I don't have anything to say. I mean, they could write me a ticket. They could escalate it even more. They could say, well, you can't drive this vehicle. We got to tow it now. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll probably be a little frustrated about that, be upset or whatever. But like I said, we'll have to just deal with that on the back end of things in court. Like, I would tell anybody, look, don't argue with these folks. Don't argue with these folks on the side of the street. You know what I'm saying? Just stay calm. And the biggest thing about it is, man, have self-control, man. Have self-control when you get pulled over. Don't get mad, frustrated, because you won't be able to think how you're supposed to think. Taki, stop. You won't be able to think how you're supposed to think. You know what I'm saying? When you get mad and frustrated. Unfortunately for me, I can't even count how many times on my hands and my feet, how many times I've been pulled over, just for random stuff. You know what I mean? But at this point, we're going to sit and chill, and I'm going to collect my thoughts, and yeah, we gonna see what happens. Yeah, they got my son over here crying because he said, man, I want to go home. I told him to stay calm, though. Stay calm. Everything cool, man. You all right? Yeah, everything gonna be all right. How many cop cars you see? 2?
No, 2.
2. So this is Fayetteville. I'm in Fayetteville, Georgia. And what's this gas station? What is this? I'm by Huffman Tire Pro. And whatever gas station is this? All right, so he probably got a ticket. That's crazy, man. Like, you get a ticket. Oh, we definitely gonna stay alive, huh? Hold on. Hey. Oh yeah, we ain't doing that. Oh yeah, we not doing that. But it's like he got a ticket in his hand after I show him proof of why I have the exemption. But see, they so frustrated right now, they don't even know what to do other than just, yeah, let me just write this ticket. You know what I'm saying? But here he comes right now, so let's see what he's talking about.
Hey, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're being issued a citation for interfering with police. It's because you refuse to roll down your window, identify yourself, and allow me to visually identify you, and also refuse to step out the vehicle, okay?
Okay, cool.
Saying that you received a copy of the citation, you're going to take care of it.
You said sign where?
The blue X, please.
Okay, so you do know this is a retaliatory type of stop, right?
Say that again?
I say you do know this is a retaliatory stop because you originally pulled me over for tint.
Correct.
And you're stating that You're giving me. So is this a
Correct. So you're being issued a citation.
Uh-huh.
You looked up the statute that you kept reciting.
Right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if you would have just identified yourself, I pull over PIs all the time, man.
Oh, do you?
It's never been like this before.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay?
luckily
They
this.
identify themselves, and everyone goes about their merry way. Okay.
Well, hopefully this is gonna be a learning lesson for you.
So the interference is because you refuse to cooperate with my investigation.
I didn't refuse to step outside of my vehicle. I asked you
I
why.
also can identify you. I still haven't seen your face. I'm not going to stand at the front of your window. So can you please sign the citation?
Okay, cool. I ain't even gonna argue with you. Hey, do I have to sign this?
Yes, you do.
So if I don't sign this, what's gonna happen?
Then we go to jail.
We go to jail. All right.
That's the same for any citation.
All right. See you in court. Am I free to leave?
You want a copy of your citation?
Yeah.
Get a copy of your things.
Cool. And I'm gonna give y'all this just so y'all can have this.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you don't want it? So again, I'm trying to show him laws, and they don't like laws. But there's no law.
Hey, I underline the website.
There is no law.
Citation, sir.
Hold on, but wait, hold on. Before you go.
Right corner, hey, on the top right corner.
No, listen. Is there a law that states that I have to let my window down?
Again, the top right corner, there's a phone number on there, and court's preset for February 21st. Okay. Do you have any other questions?
I just asked you a question, but you refused to answer. See, he just walked off. See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about right there. He asked me if I had any questions and then walked off. He said he giving me a ticket because he couldn't see my face. Well, he gonna see my face in court. So I told you, man, you good, man. Stop all that crying, man. You all right, man? But you gotta think though, man. You know, a kid, man. They know. They know what's going on, man. He can't help but write a ticket. He didn't know what else to do. So y'all know I'm gonna continue up on this thing. Hold on. Am I good? All right. Hey. Hey, I had a. Hey, you the lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Hey, he asked me if I had any questions, and I asked him a question, but then he walked off.
Sir, it's hard to hear you with your window up. What's your question?
Well, you're talking to me right now.
Yeah, I am. What's your question?
Okay, I asked him, was there a law that stated that I have to let my window down a certain amount?
No, but we do have to identify you.
But
can't do through a tinted window.
But I gave him my ID.
I explained that to you several times.
But I gave him my ID.
You know how many people give us IDs that don't match them? It happens all the time.
Okay, well,
for us being able to match you to your ID.
Okay, well, does anybody suspect me of being a criminal?
We don't know. We don't know who you are, sir.
Well, I just gave him my ID, but he gave me a ticket for interfering because I didn't let my window down.
Okay.
But
no, he didn't say for letting your window down.
That's what he told me when he walked up.
For not cooperating with the investigation is what he said.
But that's what he wrote on the ticket, is what I'm telling you.
Yes, sir, that's part of it.
Well, you just said no. So which one is it?
It's part of it. That's not all. That's not all.
It's not all. Okay, so this is a secondary charge, which doesn't back up the tint violation, right?
What's that?
This is a secondary charge, right?
For what?
For me getting
the window tinted. That's what you're asking.
Right. Okay.
He let you go with the warning on the window tint.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. See y'all in court.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's how you handle that situation. I just talked to the lieutenant because
You going now?
huh?
You going now?
Yeah, I'm finna go home.
No, I thought you said not going to court.
No, we're not going to court now, Junior. No, court is about to be closed anyway. So I want to show y'all something. So we got 3 officers pulled over. We got 3 officers pulled over for tint violation. Look at them. They still trying to figure it out. Look at it. They still trying to figure it out. Look at that. But it looking like I don't want him to stick nothing else out that window. Nah, man, we ain't gonna do that. Oh man, I can't even see trying to pull up.
You smell it.
Huh?
You smell it.
Yeah. Which one smiling?
Well, Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean. Oh Lord, my son that called his man Mr. Clean. Well, he can smile all he want, cause I'm gonna have the last laugh in court. I hope they all show up and get a front row seat. This dude didn't even know what to do, man. He done wrote me a ticket for interfering when he couldn't figure out whether or not I was legal for the tint. He asked me to step outside of the vehicle, and figured out like, man, we got to get him for something. So let's get him for interference. See, this is stuff I be telling y'all about and I be dealing with, man. This the stuff I be telling y'all about that I be dealing with, man. I got pulled over for tint. They didn't write me a ticket for the tint because I was good, but he said, well, since you didn't let your window down, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write you this ticket for interfering. Interfering has to be a physical thing. If you read that law in its entirety, as far as like how it ties into obstruction, it has to be a physical thing, right? But let me tell y'all something. You do not have to help the police with their investigation. Guess what? Guess why? Because you had this thing called the Fifth Amendment. You can be quiet. You have a right to remain silent even before they tell you have a right to remain silent. I don't have to help you with your investigation. Me stepping outside of my car is not going to change the conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't refuse to step outside of my car. I asked, why am I stepping outside of my car? He refused to answer. See, they be going so fast, being routine, that this dude forgot what he just said. Then I talked to his lieutenant, and I said, this dude write me a ticket for me not letting my window down. No, he didn't say that. That's what he wrote on the ticket. That's what he wrote on the ticket, refusing to step out of the vehicle and rolling my window down. That's what he was like, oh, well, it's a part of it. Which one is it, man? Make up your mind. Oh, man. Well, I just came out to come pick my son up from school and to grab something to eat. And, we got some uneducated officers out there here in Fayetteville that's got to learn the hard way. Oh yeah, the baby's gonna be safe. Hey, listen, I'm gonna make sure I make it home. I promise you that. But see, I try to let everybody know that, like, when you out here operating the way that you do, make sure you know laws that pertain to you. Okay, don't get into no argument and battle with the police and oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, because it's unnecessary, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the art. Look, man, when I get pulled over, I don't put my hands up on the dash and the steering wheel and yes sir and no sir, and I ain't even grow up saying yes sir and no sir. So I damn sure ain't finna say it to the police for what? And I ain't got no type of ill will or hate for the police. It's just that when I got people that pull me over for certain violations that don't know the law in its entirety, that make you look kind of crazy, right? But I just had to check in with y'all, man. Hey, we're gonna do a follow-up on this, and I'm gonna go to court for this thing, and I'm gonna let y'all know how this thing turned out. Hopefully I have no crazy judge, you know what I'm saying? But the lieutenant told me, he said there is no law that states that you have to let your window down. This dude said they gave me a ticket because they couldn't see my face. If anybody can please find me a law that state that, y'all please let me know. Share that with me here in the state of Georgia. If there's a law that says that I have to show my face when I give ID. All right, man. Hey, man, it's been a joy riding with y'all, man. I feel like I need to start a YouTube channel or something like that with the interactions I be having with the police, man. It's just, it's fun. It can be a little scary, you know what I'm saying? A little bit frustrating, but hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, y'all be safe out there, man.
Like and subscribe.
This boy talking about like and subscribe. I ain't even started the YouTube channel yet, man. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all.